in all honesty, not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Cue the music. Hey guys, Keon back here, and yeah, it's been a minute since I did another video. I know it's just constantly keep on happening. It's mainly because, well, right now I moved to another place. As you can tell, just different room, different background. I mean, just give me time. Still moving in, still getting stuff in here as well. New chair. Want the old one back already right now. But I'm here to talk about Justice League, and this is a spoiler-less review, so no need to worry. This would be kind of a quick video because majority of the things that really caught my attention in the movie were things that kind of are spoilers, so yeah, sorry about that. Justice League is a movie that many people were mixed on. Not sure anybody know if it was going to be good, nobody knew if it was going to be bad. Personally, I thought it was going to be bad. I'm not saying it was great. By far, nowhere near. Not like the first Avengers movie. All in all, as a movie, I would have to say it's okay. Because the plot, personally guys, it wasn't that great. It wasn't really anything entertaining enough to the point to where you're like, wow man, I really do want to see this movie again. Honestly, I don't really care to see this movie again. It's one of those movies that you will see just to see certain scenes specifically. One of the things about this movie that honestly didn't help it at all, I would have to say, is the main antagonist, Steppenwolf, and he's a worst superhero antagonist I've ever seen in the Marvel or DC movies. He's basically, many people are saying he's worse than that elf guy, wherever the fuck he was in Thor, the second movie, Thor Dark World. Really even pay attention to that movie. Think I'm really gonna pay attention to freaking Steppenwolf? Honestly, just a big brute as far as I'm concerned, and he's just so one note. There's nothing entertaining really about him. And even when he does go up against the others, it just seems like he's not. I understand that, he's in the comics, he's Darkseid's uncle, and here I get it, this is the guy that, they go against before Darkseid. Okay, of course, honestly, makes sense, alright. But this guy, bottom line, in no shape or form felt like a threat. Man, they overhyped the hell out of this guy in this movie. They really do. Really make it seem like, oh man, dude, he's gonna probably be able to destroy the world or whatever. Dude, this guy's such a pushover, it's ridiculous. Screw this guy. One of the worst parts about the movies, I don't even get his goal, fine, whatever, I guess. It's still just ridiculous in my opinion. But fuck him. Let's say the good about the movie. What was good about this movie, and I was actually surprised about, was Cyborg. I actually wasn't expecting to like Cyborg. Cyborg is actually one of the best parts about the movie. Just his character, what they did with him, how they introduced his story, as well as the actor. Now, I forgot the actor's name, but he's mainly known for being in the theater. And I believe this was his first big break in a movie. And personally, I wouldn't want the DC movie to be my first breakout, but I would say I would take the chance if it was given to me, of course. But he did a great job. You could tell, of course, this is his big film, his first big film. It's in a DC Cinematic Universe, so why not put all your A game in there? And it completely showed. There are interesting scenes in here with him, and I like the dialogue that he has between him and his father. You do see how he feels about the whole thing of him being a cyborg, basically. And I will get more on that when I do a spoiler review, because at the moment, I just don't want to spoil any scenes or what is said exactly. And there's also Aquaman, which many people were saying like he's one note character. It just says, alright, my man. I mean, he does say that. I can't deny that he does, but there's little dialogues in there. Now, that's not necessarily a spoiler or anything, because if you've seen the trilogy, you could tell that you're going to see a scene of Atlantis, and that's completely fine. And you do see how he does feel about the whole thing that's going on there. Let's expand on a little bit his background, what his relationship is towards Atlantis. And then, it really makes you more excited to what's to come in his own movie, because out of all the movies of DC that are coming, for those that I guess are coming because they said a Cyborg movie was coming, and now bam, look at that, it's not coming anymore. Which still not mad about that. You might as well put him in a Flash movie. Might as well. It's the best choice in my opinion. Either they're doing a Flashpoint, but now I was mainly looking forward to Aquaman's movie because they're gonna have Black Manta, and I like that they're playing as Black Manta. But now after seeing this movie, I do really want to see the Aquaman movie just to see Jason Momoa, because I never really seen Jason Momoa in much anything else except for this movie, Conan and the Barbarian, and the remake of it. And also, I believe he was in Game of Thrones, yes, but that was a time where I barely was even watching Game of Thrones, so it didn't matter to me. He was one of the best characters, most entertaining characters. And also, speaking of characters, I did enjoy Ezra Miller's version of The Flash. Not many people enjoyed it because they found him a little goofy. I didn't think that was too much of a bad thing. I'm not really that familiar with the Barry Allen version of The Flash like that in the comics, but I am familiar with the Wally West one, and that's the one I kind of felt like in some aspects I was kind of getting. At the same time, many people will compare him to the Flash that you get in the TV show, The Flash. And hey, kudos to great Grant Gustin. I freaking love him as an actor, and he's actually a really good Flash. I love the fact that they picked him as the role. I'm glad he got the opportunity to do that. But at the same time, I think Ezra Miller does do a good job of playing as Barry Allen as well. I like what they do with the Flash. Of course, they use him as the comic relief, and many people do get a little bit annoyed of his humor in there. But at the same time, granted, he's just following the lines he's supposed to. At the same time, it is a hit or miss. You're not always going to land with your comedy. And that's one of the problems that I do feel that are in this movie is the comedy direction. And I understand that Zack Snyder had to take a leave because his daughter committed suicide, got rest her soul. And at the same time, they had to bring Josh Whedon in. And he is the person that used to work with the Marvel movies. And he did a comedy. And he was an aspect of that in Marvel movies. At the same time, you can tell that he brought that in here. At the same time, it doesn't really flow that well. Sometimes it does go along great, but the person that they use comedy wrong, it shouldn't have really done that with, was Batman himself. And my reason like that, I really can't go into much detail specifically on what they did and what scenes I'm talking about until I do that spoiler review, because all honesty, Batman, he doesn't say necessarily jokes. It's just he has a certain demeanor when it comes to it, when he says things. In this movie, it just felt all jokey. It felt out of character. It didn't feel like Batman. And personally, I'm not a favorite Batman. I really don't like Batman. But damn, at least I know how his character is. Jesus Christ. Wonder Woman was great. You know, as usual, wasn't surprised she was great. That's what I can really say about her. She did a good job. I'd be glad to see her in more movies. Can't wait. But at the same time, guys, this movie isn't great by far. I already said that. Is honestly, you guys can watch it if you would like. If you don't watch it, I mean, that's fine. You're not really missing out on much. I say watch it if you're gonna ever watch the other DC movies, but nothing you need to rush to the theaters for. I do say that it is a better experience watching in theaters. Hey, all in all, Justice League, it's a decent movie. It's something that you could put on in the background. You can find little enjoyments out there. There are great fighting scenes, great action scenes. The CGI, it's good and bad at some points. It is. It's there. It's whatever. It happens, guys. But I gotta admit, it was way better than I thought it was gonna be. Well, that's all I have to say, guys. If there's any other movies, shows, animes, and other sorts of TV series, or anything else that you guys wish me to talk about, especially as trailers, then please don't be afraid to comment below. Don't fail to ring that bell. And as always, like if you're there, subscribe if you care. And key on for Miles.
I'm like a star, I'm burning out fast, I try to shine.